Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to this very special Hajj broadcast of the Mari Mukonda Show. I am your host, Mari Mukonda. So, for many young Muslims, Hajj is a distant ritual they know they'll eventually have to perform, but one that has little meaning for them at present. But as a pillar of Islam, the journey of a lifetime is something no Muslim should be distant from. Joining me on the line to discuss keeping the Hajj spirit in young children is Ustada Soraya Moten, who is the founder and educator at Happy Hearts Deen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Ustada Soraya.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Sister Mariam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, shukran, and yourself, Ustada?
Alhamdulillah, very well, thank you.
Alhamdulillah, shukran. All right, so Ustada, what can parents do to keep the Hajj spirit come alive in their children?
There's quite a lot parents can do, and as you know, there's so much out there, but I'm sure you can agree as a mom, we're always trying to keep this essence alive in our children so they can aspire to want to go, inshallah, one day for this pilgrimage. So Happy Hearts has recently launched a very exciting fun bag. There we go, a really exciting fun bag, which has a whole lot of activities to keep the little minds occupied, as if we don't have enough worksheets from school, but there are a lot of coloring activities, maze activities, but even more than that, more tactile activities like weaving, cutting out, sticking, just to exemplify the whole udhiyah that we have to go through. And in addition to that, which is the star of our product really, is learning all about the glorious Kaaba. So we've put together a wooden lacing board where children can interact and create their own designs for the Kaaba. But in addition to that, there's a lot we can do at home, like telling stories about our founding father, Ibrahim alayhi salam, and the exciting story about the building of the Kaaba with his son, Ismail. There's so many books out there, alhamdulillah, that we didn't have a few years ago that we can use to educate our children about the pilgrimage. And in addition to that, we know all little hands love to be in the kitchen. So we've got these little cookie cutters in the shape of a Kaaba and a little sheep where we can decorate. And I'm sure you can salivate over them over our Instagram page. There's quite a lot of cookie icing designs out there. So I think with us being at home right now, there's so much we can do. We really have to select what exactly we want to pinpoint and teach our children. You know, are we focusing on just the building of the Kaaba, or the idea of sacrifice and the story of Ismail alayhi salam? So the pack includes everything. I think it's very much the onus on the educator or the mother on what they'd like to inspire their children with.
So that is a very interesting bag that you have there. How did the idea come about to create such?
Well, we used to run play shops before the COVID-19 hit us, and we have about 10 activities where we teach children on various topics, on whether it's Hajj or various prophets in Islam. And last year we actually built an interactive Hajj zone where we built a semi-life Saba for children, a Zamzam well, 2 mountains for the Sa'i. And we were so sad that we just couldn't create that again this year. We had all our props ready, our Mount Arafat ready. And we decided that we had to do something, especially for our children. And when we started putting these packs together for our children, we had a lot of moms come to us and inquire about these packs. So we've had to create more. It's a very mini, you could call it a mini activity back compared to the interactiveness of actually making a mini Hajj. But it includes all the elements, you know, udhiyah, bit of the Kaaba, making your own du'as at the Mount of Arafat, and actually tantalizing their minds to actually come up with their own du'as, whether it's a new Lego set or in anything, that they just to understand the concept of dua and being able to speak to Allah at any time, at any point. So yeah, there's quite a variety. There's quite a variety of products in here. We've got a little paper plate where you can interact with and create your own little udhiya lamp. There's some greeting cards that the children can decorate.
Mm-hmm. And what age is it suitable for?
We've kept it quite broad this year, Sister Mariam. So they can start from the age of 3, where we've introduced the fine motor skills of lacing and very basic coloring and sticking, all the way to the age of 8, where we've got word search puzzles and, they can color into a more detailed level if they have to. So we've kept it quite broad this year. So ages 3 to 8.
لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك يا منان يا ديان يا غفور يا ودود يا حنان يا متين لك الوجود يا شريك لك الله بيت الله يا لبيك يا لا شريك لك لبيك يا الحمد يا نعمة يا أحد يا شريك لك الله بيت الله يا مجيب يا صغير يا نقي يا الحمد يا نعمة يا حليم يا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن النعمة لك الوجود يا شريك لك لبيك الله يا لبيك يا لا شريك لك لبيك يا الحمد يا نعمة يا أحد يا شريك لك لبيك
All right, so I'm back. I apologize for that. The network decided that it's going to
Okay.
kick me out today. Sometimes working from
Oh,
home
well, at
is
least you're
not
back.
really a great idea, but alhamdulillah. All right, so Appa, can you please recap before we got interrupted and I got kicked out? I asked you about the pack and the ages that it's suitable for.
Sure. So I was just saying it's a very broad age group. We start from the ages of 3, where it's very basic coloring and sticking and very fine motor skills with the lacing. And, you know, we've even had 8-year-olds interacting with the pack where there's various word search puzzles and more interactive activities based for the older kids. But I think more than just a worksheet, it actually takes you on a journey of Hajj.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking at each and every point of Hajj and encouraging parents to actually giving them pointers on how to discuss these different areas of the Hajj pilgrimage. So you could say it's taking them on a little mini journey, if you like, whatever age group they are.
I think parents should use these specs to recreate the Hajj and sort of do it with the kids as well. Like, you know, day one, this is what we're going to do. Day two, this is what we're going to do. And then make it fun and interactive as well. Because, I mean, if not, then how else are they going to learn about this and enjoy it
Exactly.
as well?
We've had a
Mhm.
few children dress up in their ihrams at home and send us little pictures of their ihrams. So like you said, any mom can just get quickly involved and get them into an ihram or run between 2 buckets and do the sa'i or make a little well or a little tent. The possibilities are endless, really.
That's true. Now, Appa, when it comes to going for the journey of Hajj, it comes down to affordability as well. So, are these packs affordable? And if so, where can our parents buy them from?
I'd like to think they are, Sister Mariam. We've always aimed to keep the prices below that, you know, that 200 mark, because us being moms, I mean, I personally wouldn't want to go out and spend an obscene amount of money on something. So they're 140 rands each. We've very quickly run out, Sister Mariam. We
Oh,
underestimated our audience. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. But we are looking at getting more done. And with this whole COVID situation, we're actually creating little boxes and packs for every session that we do at Happy Hearts. So everything's on our Instagram page. Whatever we come up with will be there. What's a lot of mums are really enjoying is making little sheep cookies and little Kaaba cookies for their little Muslims using these little cookie cutters. I think we are in the Hajj mode and we've got out as much as we can, Alhamdulillah, and we're looking at getting out more, inshallah, in the near future, just to get those little minds ticking and to just inspire them, you know, to love Deen and to want to know more about the essence of this religion.
mm. And it is a beautiful religion. In fact, I remember when we were in madrasa and when we used to take a trip down memory lane during history class, and the ustad would sit us down, and you know that was the most exciting time because we knew that it was story time, and he would tell us stories about the Islamic history, and one of them was the story of the sacrifice, and such a beautiful story. And why would parents not want for their kids to know about that as well? You can be animated and
I
tell
think
the kids stories about Islam and Islamic history. It's very beautiful.
I think, Sister Mariam, that sacrifice one can be a bit tricky because you're talking about, and a lot of mothers get nervous because it involves blood and cutting and things that are not so pleasant. But how we've decided to do it is is talk about the word sacrifice and talk about giving up certain things, whether it's your favorite action figure or whether it's pizza for the rest of the year, or whether it's your snuggly, your most favorite snuggly pillow, or your whatever snuggie you sleep with, and actually talk to them about what it's like to actually sacrifice something you hold so dear for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's sake, and what would they give up for Allah. So I think that's a nice way to go through it, instead of the udhiya or the qurbani side of things, and just keep the sheep cute for now, instead of going to the whole qurbani side of things. And I think that's an easier approach at this age, at a 3 to 4, 5-year-old level.
Yeah, no, we're going to keep it at that, and keep all the knives away, because we know how kids can get, when they want to reach for the knife, but they also want to sacrifice the little sheep. And next thing you'll see, they're busy sacrificing their little toys. And no, we don't want that. Rather, they can keep up something instead.
Not yet.
All right. Ustada, what are the contact details? Can we find everything on Instagram?
Yes, everything is on Instagram. So it's at Happy Hearts Deen on Instagram, and we're on Facebook as well, alhamdulillah. So literally, I think everyone can find everything on Instagram at the moment. So it's at Happy Hearts Deen. We're actually we're under the umbrella of Ummahat Madrasa. So we're kind of like the children version of Ummahat Madrasa, alhamdulillah.
Okay, mashallah. Shukran so much for your time once again, Appa. May Allah accept all your efforts, and have a blessed Eid.
Ameen. Jazakallah. And to you, Sister Maryam. Jazakallah khair for your time.
Ameen. Ameen. Shukran. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
That was Ustada Soraya Moten, the founder of Happy Hearts Deen, and she's also an educator. So if you would like to purchase one of those Deen packs, Deen bags, you can go to Facebook or Instagram. Saida Kanu says, nice to see you, Appa Soraya. We miss Happy Hearts Deen Playgroup. And I think that Happy Hearts Deen Playgroup is a fun place to be, if Sadia Ka says so. And yeah, go ahead, visit them at Happy Hearts Deen on Instagram, and they are also on Facebook if you'd like to purchase one of those Deen bags for your kids, and take them through the journey of Hajj and what it's like. Don't just buy them the books and leave them there. Read it to them. Get excited, get into the mood, get into the groove, and talk to them about the life and times of Prophet Ibrahim, Prophet Ismail, and also the sacrifice, and not the sacrifice of blood and knives and animals. No, we're going to keep that until they're a bit older to understand that, but rather the sacrifice of something that they hold near and dear to them. So talk to them about it, teach them about it. Islam is a beautiful religion. And what way to teach them than taking a trip down memory lane. But do stay with us. We will be right back after the break, taking more trips down memory lane.